Greetings everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. There's the sword over there in the woods. We've just completed the third dungeon, collected all 3 of the medallions, and we're off to get ourselves the Master Sword, or something like that. First order of business, however, is to get the hell off of this mountain. And we're going to use that cave that we saw earlier, which said that leads back to the town. So, here we go. Sniping bats with my arrow. Because I'm real like that, or whatever. Yeah, this game is kind of dumb. Anyway, it leads us right here, which is pretty much where you started, with Death Mountain. Good thing the woods are just such a short walk away. I guess I could have gone in from the side also, but this way you're pretty close to the sword, so we're gonna do it this way. Now remember earlier, when I first came here, there are a lot of fake swords, but when you get to the real one, you know it. And you'll see what I'm talking about, actually pretty shortly. These woods aren't really as much of a maze as the people in the game would like you to believe. Oh, I want those arrows. Oh well. I'm going to be boosting my arrows a lot during this video, so we'll get to that, though, a little later. Oh god, woodland creatures. Time to hunt. No. I want to kill me a squirrel. Well, we've got ourselves the Master Sword. The coolest effect is that it shoots beams when all of your hearts are full. It also does more damage and is slightly longer, so you have a little bit better reach with the thing. Now, you can get here anytime you want during the game. Wait, what's this? Well, looks like there's trouble at the Sanctuary. Anyway, you can get this sword anytime, or you can get to the sword anytime you want in the game. You just can't grab it until you've had all of the medallions. Anyway, let's zip on over to the Sanctuary. Alright, let's see what's up here. Can't be too bad. Oh, come on! You had one job to do, man! Oh, well, how secure, you know, did we really think she was, hanging out in the church? Probably should have gone underground or something. Oh, and he disappeared, died. Welp! Looks like I'm off to the castle. But I'm not going to go there right away. I have a few things that I'd like to do first before we go there. Because when we go there, that kind of triggers something that's going to start the next part of the game. I remember making a promise in the first video to come back to that area in the sewers and get rid of those walls and see what the heck's behind there. I mean, I know what's behind there, but I want to show you what's behind there. Because I know the suspense is just killing you. Here we are. You could bomb it, you can ram it, doesn't matter. Okay, some bombs. Well, that's good. 300 rupees, we'll take that. Don't really need money anymore. Well, there's one more thing. Well, okay. There's only 1 or 2 mandatory things I need money for. But there's one optional thing that I'm going to do very soon that requires lots of money. Oh boy, we get to escape this place yet again. Good thing now we have this totally bitchin' sword, and we know which switch opens the door. Well, here we are back at the Sanctuary again. Alright, well, that's enough of this. Let's get out of here. Alright, we've come back to Lake Hyrule. Lake Hylia. Whatever. You know what it's called. And this is something that I forgot to do earlier when I zipped on through that whirlpool, but you could swim up here and come into this cave, and there's something cool in here. something awesome. It's the Pond of Happiness. Now, you want to throw in some rupees. It starts off just throwing in 20 at a time, and then later on it'll increase. But you throw in 100 rupees, and then stuff happens. So, yeah, no one wants to watch me do this. I'm just going to skip ahead to the 100th rupee. Alright, once you've gotten up to 100 rupees, the fairy appears, and she asks you if you want to carry more bombs or arrows. So here's how you can increase your capacity. You can do this a whole bunch of times until you max out. So, skip ahead to where I've pretty much spent all of my money. Alright, as you can see, I've just blown 800 rupees on a fountain and gotten to carry up to 60 arrows and 20 bombs. It's pretty good. I put a heavy preference on arrows right now because, you know, I just like shooting arrows at stuff. Let's capture a few fairies. We're gonna need them for later, maybe. Alright, time to do something else. Alright, remember earlier when we saw that, that tablet and we couldn't do anything about it because we didn't have a Master Sword? Well, it's time to check it out, see what's up. We're gonna open up the Book of Mudora, and it says that we can get the magic of Ether. Kaboom! Alright, we've gotten the Ether Medallion. There are 2 other medallions in the game. Only 2 of them are required, one of them's optional. This one's pretty cool, though. It freezes all enemies on the screen. So let's test it out. Oh, I guess it doesn't work on those guys. Doesn't work on those guys! Yeah! Alright, guys, we're gonna go back into the castle now. This time... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I forgot about these signs. Take that. Anyway, we can go in the front door now. Apparently, now that they know that I'm out and on the run, they don't need to keep things locked down or whatever. You're also going to see one of my favorite strategies here to killing enemies, and that is to use the beams and shoot arrows at the same time. It's pretty effective, especially in killing those ones that take a lot of hits. Red soldiers. We're the guys with the spiked maces. Or flails, or whatever the hell they are. I think it's a flail. A mace is on a stick, right? A flail is on a chain. Anyway, arguing the semantics of medieval weapons. We can break into the castle. This time we're going to go out to the front where we saw that barrier earlier that we couldn't get through. Well, guess what? Now that we have the Master Sword, we can break through that son of a bitch. It's going to be nice and easy. Here we go. Hell yeah. That was actually much easier than it had to be. Welcome to the Castle of Hyrule Part 2. You're immediately greeted with 2 guys with flails. Not too hard though, especially if you're using the shoot the arrow and beam technique to keep them all the way at the other end of the room. You can see why I beefed myself up to 60 arrows. Pretty much just to spam this attack throughout everything. So I'm going to keep that for safekeeping. Now this second part of the castle has got a lot of the key is hidden in the room that you need it in type of rooms. Wherein you don't really find a key in one room and then travel across the castle to find the locked door. They're pretty much all right in the room, right where the door is. Now this floor does have a lot of dark areas. This room in particular is nasty. It's kind of like a maze, and I'm actually going to get a little bit lost in here. That's okay. I'll just ask you to bear with me for a minute. Most of the pots have magic in them, just to give you a little bit of power for your torch, your lantern. Or so it would be. You would think that, well, no. I guess he is carrying the lantern with him. That's what the light in front of you is. I would think that the lantern would be more of a circular thing around you, but guess not. That's what they did in Minish Cap. But not in this game. It's okay, though. If we light up enough of these ground torches, we'll be good. We can see everything. Still isn't going to help me, though. I'm trying to get to that chest. The chest has the key, which gets you out of this room. There we go. Wow, that was way harder than it had to be. There we go. All right, now that I've proved my inability to tackle even the simplest of mazes, we're going to move on. I kind of like these rooms where the enemies are coming out of the dark, but then again, I wonder how they can see. I mean, they're charging at me, and I've got a blinding light coming out of the front of my shield here. Maybe they just have, if they had night vision, that would get messed up. No, he killed my beams. You son of a bitch. I'm not going to bother lighting the torches. Okay, maybe I will. This room you really don't need to, though. There's not much to see. Oh, we got ourselves a bomb. And we've opened something. No? What did we open? Well, it doesn't appear to be anything in this room. I don't get it! What did I do? I've forgotten what that even does. If I missed it, please tell me. Someone tell me. Shit! There we go. Here's the key. This room had a key being held by one of the enemies. Pretty good. Not much else to say about this castle, but we are nearly finished. We're on the final floor now. We get greeted by these guys with their tridents. The only difference between them and the arrow guys is they take a lot more hits to kill, and their tridents do more damage than an arrow would. We must find a way to return his magic power to him. Well, I think we can figure that out. That shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, let's test out that ether medallion again. This time on enemies that it'll work on! Oh yeah. It's actually a good spell to use in rooms like this where there are a lot of enemies hanging around, and it can keep them in check for you. And of course, I'm going to lift every single pot in this room. Just to appease the fans! I took a lot of shit last time when I left one pot, so there you go. Are you happy? I hope so. Yeah, fuck these guys. I'm not fighting them all. Well, maybe I'll fight them while they're frozen. That's the honorable thing to do. I should be running up and slicing them because your sword actually does more damage than the beam does. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get out of here. Yeah, remember when I said that last one was the final floor? I was wrong! This is the final floor. Alright, we're entering Aghanim's lair. Aghanim. Agagadabin. Agadblabin. Yeah, that guy. The wizard guy! Welp, looks like we're just gonna stand here and do nothing, so yeah. Don't, run around there and stab the wizard in the side while he's doing that, or anything. Just be useless, Ferris. Good job! Alright, we apparently broke the 7th seal, and I guess, yeah, shit's gonna go down. Well, better go fight him. Now, Sahasrara said that we cannot fight him directly, so which special weapon should we use to turn his magic power back to him? We did just get a Master Sword, but there's a much better weapon. The net! That's right. Fucking bug catcher net. This bitch. Hell yeah. This bug catcher net is apparently imbued with the great magic of the ages, and is capable of deflecting magic blasts. I also hear rumors that jars have the same property in Ocarina of Time. And I know it's not a rumor because you can actually fight Ganondorf that way in Ocarina of Time by reflecting his magic. Now watch out! When the wizard makes his way to the top center, that's when he shoots his electricity down. That's an undodgeable attack unless you are to the sides of the room. So you don't want to be standing in the center. You're not going to make it out of the way in time. Also, he shoots two kinds of beams, the large ball beam and the small ball beam. The small one cannot be deflected back to him. It pretty much just splits into several smaller ones that shoot all over the room, do a little damage to you. The big one is the one you want to deflect back to him. And I am an idiot. That's that. This guy makes a return in Link's Awakening as one of the final nightmare forms. You fight him the exact same way. That's pretty much it. This is actually an incredibly easy boss fight. Way easier than that Moldorm was. Oop, I won't fall for your tricks again. Hell yeah. Alright, so with his dying breath, he's going to draw us into the dark world. And here we are. Ooh, on top of a crazy pyramid. God damn it, we're a bunny again. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of backstory on the Dark World. Used to be the Golden Realm. The wise men had a seal. Sacrificing Zelda pretty much broke the seal, and now they're going to merge the Dark and the Light World together, and junk like that's going to happen, and Ganon's going to do stuff, and stuff's going to happen. So, you thought we were done. We are now given a new task. We have to rescue all of the maidens hidden in all of the palaces all around the Dark World. So, yes. This pretty much follows the same kind of path as Ocarina of Time, where you have 3 smaller dungeons, and then you kind of had a big transition in gameplay, and then 7 other dungeons. So, here we go. I guess we can't stay a bunny forever. Welp, I guess I'm going to have to go back for that pearl. First, though, let's check out where the next dungeon is. It's over there. We'll all be going over there next time. But, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to get that pearl. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Later.